and Yulman Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Green Wave head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams.
Finding some room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down here for the offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Trying to change now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Luck. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Just a simple play, get the speedster on the edge, block it up really well, and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play, at least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him, make the game physical, make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Crosses the 45. There's some room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. On the run, it's McClure. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They go right back to him. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Looking to pass. It's locked. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Hits the crease. Past the 20. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Green Wave.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's locked. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Bearcats will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Moore. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's locked. They've got the screen set up. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Good, right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Using his legs. It's Lucas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Off the RPO, complete. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Greenway. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2 minutes.
Oh, they block it. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Luck. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Reed. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 8 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Tigers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. Running through contact. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
There's a crease. The 10. Touchdown, Tulane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they'll try to tack on 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Looking for a man. It's locked. Makes the grab.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. The short hands. It's Barry Johnson. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Locke. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The offense changing the play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's McClure. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback will keep it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards. Looking to throw on first down.
catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. The screen, and watch out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Easy.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Green Wave! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Finds the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's locked. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Looking downfield on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quick release by the QB. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love when defenses understand the situation. It's 3rd and short. That ball's probably going to come out really fast, and the DB was ready for it. Threw it to the wide receiver. He broke on the football and got him to the ground right away.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gonna run it. It's Moore. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll go right back to the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Wants to throw. It's locked. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because...
Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the 1st down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
Back to pass, it's locked. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reed. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, looking to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Dropping back, it's locked. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. From the red zone, it's McClure. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And it's so fitting that that completion ices the game and wins it for his team. This quarterback's looked really good all game, David. He's been in a nice rhythm. He's been making good decisions, taking care of the football, and just putting the offense in good positions. Really nice to see that completion at the end win this thing.
Oh, and it's so frustrating defensively because, dude, I've had no answers. I can't stop him.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Green Wave. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And here comes the offense on second down.